Imagination, that great gift that has contributed so much to the development of mankind. The philosophers have only interpreted the world, in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. The love of parents is the most disinterested. The last capitalist we hang shall be the one who sold us the rope. Men make their own history, but they do not make it as they please. Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough. It is not the consciousness of men that determines their being, but, on the contrary, their social being that determines their consciousness. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. In proportion therefore, as the repulsiveness of the work increases, the wage decreases. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated, by force if necessary. Communism is the riddle of history solved, and it knows itself to be this solution. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world and the soul of soulless conditions. The tradition of all dead generations weighs like a nightmare on the brains of the living. Society does not consist of individuals, but expresses the sum of interrelations, the relations within which these individuals stand. Labor in the white skin can never free itself as long as labor in the black skin is branded. The increase in value of the world of things is directly proportional to the decrease in value of the human world. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Capital is dead labor, which, vampire-like, lives only by sucking living labor, and lives the more labor it sucks. The education of all children, from the moment that they can get along without a mother's care, shall be in state institutions. Religion is the opium of the people. Necessity is blind until it becomes conscious. Freedom is the consciousness of necessity. Money is the alienated essence of man's labor and life, and this alien essence dominates him as he worships it. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. To be radical is to go to the root of the matter. For man, however, the root is man himself. Political power, properly so called, is merely the organized power of one class for oppressing another. Moments are the elements of profit. As individuals express their life, so they are. Social progress can be measured by the social position of the female sex. Merely quantitative differences, beyond a certain point, pass into qualitative changes. Society as a whole is more and more splitting up into two great hostile camps. The demand to give up the illusions about its condition is the demand to give up a condition that needs illusions. The state needs a very severe education from the people. The individual violinist manages himself, the orchestra needs a conductor. Shame is already a kind of revolution. If an entire nation were truly ashamed, it would be like a lion crouching down in preparation for a jump. In politics, for the sake of a certain goal, you can make an alliance even with the devil himself. You just need to be sure that you will fool the devil, and not the devil you. On a flat plane, every bump looks like a hill. If marriage were not the basis of the family, then it would also not be the subject of legislation, like, for example, friendship. It seems that, as humanity subjugates nature, man becomes a slave to other people or else a slave to his own meanness. Let life die, but death must not live. A writer, of course, must earn in order to be able to exist and write, but in no case should he exist and write in order to earn. At the entrance to science, as at the entrance to hell, there should be a demand. Here it is necessary that the soul be firm, here fear should not give advice. 20% of success is hard work, 80% is a strong desire. Temporary separation is useful, because constant communication gives rise to the appearance of monotony. No one is forced to enter into marriage, but everyone must be forced to obey the laws of marriage once he has entered into marriage. The main freedom of the press is not to be a trade. What is illness, if not life constrained in its freedom? The educator himself must be educated. Before they die, old people regret 4 things: they gave birth to too few children, worked too hard, traveled too little, communicated too little with friends, children and parents. Every beginning is difficult. This truth is true for every science. The world has never been able to be corrected or terrified by punishment. Free time is a space for personal development.